Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Friday. We've got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. Working our way to 22.2K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good promos, especially with FanDuel. New customers bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets guaranteed. Also get a free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket. Take advantage of that in the description below. Really good promo offer right there. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today as we head into the weekend. Starting with a doubleheader between the Milwaukee Brewers versus Cincinnati Reds. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -130. The Reds +110 with the over-under at 9.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 77-56. The Reds 64-70. Pitching for the Brewers is Colin Ria with an ERA at 3.61. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Martinez with an ERA at 3.62. Ria, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Martinez, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Brewers on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back giant wins. The Reds coming off an Oakland win, but yeah, they struggled that series. Been very spotty here. Haven't built up 2 wins in a while. 2 wins in a row. The Brewers 5-1 on the road against Cincinnati. 4-1 against Cincinnati. They've been really good against the Reds here. Ria's had some rougher starts, coming off a 4-run game. Martinez hasn't been that amazing either. Coming off a better game, but both pitchers give up runs. I think I still like the Brewers on the road here for game 1. They've been playing well. Reds, they just haven't played that well right now. And no real pitching advantage. I think I'll lean with the Brewers in game 1. Next matchup, we got game 2 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at -135. The Brewers +115 with the over-under at 10. Brewers coming into this matchup 77-56. The Reds 64-70. Let's see who's pitching for both these teams. Yeah, so it's undecided for the Brewers. And currently, I'm seeing for the Reds, it's Rhett Lauder, which would be making his first start of the season if that actually is true. So be sure to check that info when it does get released for the Brewers, and if that's confirmed for the Reds here. Yeah, I mean the numbers, everything's going to be the same as the last matchup. I don't know, doubleheaders are tough. I usually like to just double down on a team. I don't like to flip-flop here. I think I'm going to take the Brewers in game 2 as well. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies opening up as home favorites at -135. The Braves +110 with the over-under at 8. Braves coming into this matchup 73-61. The Phillies 79-55. Pitching for the Braves is Reynaldo Lopez with an ERA of 2.02. Pitching for the Phillies is Ranger Suarez with an ERA of 2.97. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Braves losing a close one to the Phillies yesterday, 5-4, ending their little winning streak they were on. They are 4-2 against the Phillies, 4-1 on the road. Lopez coming off really good starts here. He's given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts. Suarez coming off a good game, but his 2 games prior, he gave up 3 and 4 runs here. I'm liking the plus money with the Braves. Got the cover yesterday. I like Lopez on the mound today. Give me Braves +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Detroit Tigers. Boston opening up as road favorites at -130. Detroit +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 69-64. Detroit 68-67. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 3.23. Pitching for Detroit is Casey Mize with an ERA of 4.23. Houck, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Mize, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Boston coming off getting shut out yesterday by Toronto 2-0. Detroit getting shut out by the Angels yesterday. So both teams coming off shutout losses. Detroit, though, playing well, though. They're 6-1 in their last 7. Boston, they've been good against Detroit. They are 12-3 against Detroit. They've been good head-to-head. Houck coming off some not so great starts. Mize coming off a really good start here. I'm liking the plus money with Detroit at home. Both teams coming off a horrible performance. Give me Detroit plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Washington Nationals. Cubs opening up as road favorites at -160. The Nationals plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Cubs coming into this matchup 68-66. The Nationals 61-73. Pitching for the Cubs is Shota Imanaga with an ERA of 3.08. Pitching for the Nationals is Jake Irvin with an ERA of 3.80. Imanaga, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Cubs on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a nice 3-game pit sweep. Washington, they're coming off back-to-back Yankees wins. Look pretty good in that series. Cubs are just 2-4 against Washington. I don't know, pretty even pitching matchup. I'd say both pitchers giving up about 2 to 3 runs. Yeah, we really saw the Nationals able to beat the Yankees as big dogs here. But you got the Cubs. They're playing well, 7-3 in their last 10. I don't know. I think Washington's very sneaky today. Good underdog value coming off a nice Yankee series. I got to take a shot with the Nationals plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at -125. The Padres plus 110 with the over-under at 7.5. Padres coming into this matchup 76-60. The Rays 66-67. Pitching for the Padres is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.51. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 3.77. Perez has last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 1 strikeout. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Bradley coming off some bad starts on the mound here. He's given up 5, 3, and 6 in his last 3 starts, which is pretty bad. Padres coming off back-to-back St. Louis losses. Rays coming off a Seattle loss. Yeah, I just don't love Bradley on the mound here. He's been getting lit up his last 3. Perez has only given up 5 in his last 3, so he's been pretty decent. I think I got to take the Padres plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -180. The Cardinals plus 140 with the over-under at 9. Cardinals coming into this matchup 67-67. The Yankees 78-56. Pitching for the Cardinals is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 3.31. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.94. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Padre wins. Yankees on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back Washington losses. St. Louis 0-6 on the road against the Yankees. They have not played well against the Yankees on the road. Stroman coming off some decent starts here. Yeah, I like the Yankees to bounce back. Coming off a bad national series. Back at home, St. Louis has struggled on the road against them. Give me the Yankees at home on this one. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -170. The Pirates +140 with the over-under at 9. Pirates coming into this matchup 62-71. The Guardians 76-58. Pitching for the Pirates is Bailey Falter with an ERA of 4.25. Pitching for the Guardians is Ben Lively with an ERA of 3.62. Falter, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Lively, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pittsburgh on a 3-game losing streak, coming off 3 straight Cubs losses. Cleveland coming off a Royals win. Pittsburgh 1-9 on the road, 4-9 against Cleveland. Horrible road team here. Falter coming off some bad starts. He's given up 11 runs in his last 3 starts here, and yeah, not in love with the Pirates. Horrible on the road. Coming off a bad Cubs series. I think I'm gonna take the Guardians at home today. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -150. Oakland +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 58-76. The Rangers 63-71. Pitching for Oakland is JP Sears with an ERA of 4.35. Pitching for the Rangers is John Gray with an ERA of 4.13. Sears, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Oakland coming off a Reds loss yesterday. Rangers on a 3-game winning streak, coming off of a 3-game White Sox sweep. Oakland just 6-13 against the Rangers, where they have struggled. Gray's coming off some decent starts. He had a 6-run game, but his 2 games prior, he only gave up 1 run total. Sears had some rough starts here. He's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. I'm liking the Rangers at home, coming off a nice White Sox sweep. Yeah, Oakland, they've just struggled against the Rangers. I think I'm going to take the Rangers at home today. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -160. The Royals +130 with the over-under at 8. Royals coming into this matchup 75-60. The Astros 72-62. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 3.24. Pitching for Houston is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 3.45. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Royals on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Houston loss yesterday, 6-3. Nice little 2-game stretch for the Astros. The Royals, they are 6-1 against Houston. They've actually been good against Houston. Couldn't get it done yesterday. Not in love with Lugo on the mound. He's coming off he's coming off some bad starts here. He's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts here. Valdez has only given up 4. Yeah, I like Valdez on the mound today. Not in love with Lugo with him struggling. Give me the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Chicago White Sox. Mets opening up as road favorites at -225. The White Sox +180 with the over-under at 9. Mets coming into this matchup 70-64. The White Sox 31-104. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 4.98. Pitching for the White Sox is Jonathan Cannon with an ERA of 4.57. Megill, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cannon, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Megill, he's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts. Cannon's given up 13. Both pitchers coming off bad starts. Mets coming off an Arizona win. The White Sox 1-9 in their last 10, coming off a 3-game Rangers sweep where they got swept. The Mets 5-1 against the White Sox. The White Sox 0-9 at home. Yeah, kind of just gotta hope Mego has a good game today, and we're taking the Mets on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -160. Toronto +130 with the over-under at 8. Toronto coming into this matchup 65-70. Twins 72-61. Pitching for Toronto is Kevin Gausman with an ERA of 4.10. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 4.26. Gausman, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Lopez coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. Toronto coming off a Boston win. Minnesota 2-8 in their last 10. Been a real struggle for the Twins. Yeah, they have not played well right now. Gausman's been pretty decent. Toronto 6-2 in their last 8. They're playing well. Minnesota 1-6 at home. They're just in a bad stretch. I know Lopez is coming off some good starts here, but man, they just aren't playing good enough for me to roll with them today. And give me Toronto +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Colorado Rockies. Baltimore opening up as road favorites at -170. The Rockies +140 with the over-under at 11.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 77-58. The Rockies 50-85. Pitching for Baltimore is Albert Suarez with an ERA of 3.18. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 4.70. Suarez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Baltimore on a 2-game losing streak, coming off back-to-back LA losses. Colorado coming off a Miami loss. Suarez only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts here. He's been pitching very well. Gomber, he's given up 7. We know Gomber, hasn't been horrible these last few, but he can have some very bad games here. I like Baltimore in the series, and I'll take the Orioles on the road. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. Seattle opening up as road favorites at -190. Angels +150 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 68-66. Angels 55-79. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA of 3.36. Let's see. Pitching for the Angels, I'm seeing it's Samuel Aldeguerri. We'll see if that's even true. I have no info on him, so he could be making his first start for the Angels. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Seattle coming off a Tampa Bay win. Angels coming off a Detroit win, ending their bad 7-game losing streak they were on. Yeah, not in love with the pitching for the Angels today. Kirby is going to give about 2 to 3 runs, but hopefully he can have a better game today. But I'm going to take the Mariners on the road in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -120. Arizona +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 80-54. Arizona 76-58. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 3.72. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.65. Kershaw, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Dodgers on a 2-game winning streak, coming off back-to-back Baltimore wins. Arizona coming off a Mets loss. Dodgers are just 1-4 against Arizona. They are 6-3 on the road. Arizona 10-3 at home. Makes it tough when you got a good road, a good home team. Kershaw's been great on the mound, coming off that 5-run game, but his other games, he's only gave up 1 run in his last 2 prior. Um, Same with Gallen. He's coming off a very good start as well. Yeah, this one's kind of tough here, but I think I got to roll with the Dodgers on the road in a tough one. And the last matchup, we got the Miami Marlins versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -270. The Marlins plus 220 with the over-under at 7.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 49-85. The Giants 67-68. Pitching for the Marlins is Adam Oller with an ERA of 5.23. Pitching for the Giants is Blake Snell with an ERA of 3.76. Oller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Snell, his last start, he pitched 3 innings. Gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Miami coming off a Rockies win. Giants on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a bad Brewers series. Miami just 2-5 against the Giants here, where they haven't really played that well. Snell's coming off some really good starts. He's been very solid here. And then Oller, yeah, he's been getting lit up here. He's given up 13 runs in his last 3 starts. Not in love with that here. Yeah, love Snell on the mound. I think it's a great spot for the Giants here, and I'll take San Francisco at home today. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.